boop. I got to get my thingamajigger so I can put you guys on it and we can chit chat. So, hey everybody! Hey everybody! What you doing in here, my little ting tang? You want to show everybody your new gun?
Oh, yeah.
Come on. There, I'm on live.
So it's on YouTube?
No, TikTok.
Okay. Can I show them me shooting it?
Are these dirty pants right here? Remember, look at me. Your dirty hamper's right there, my dude.
I know.
Right
there.
No, okay. Then put them in the drawer back, baby. Yes, show them.
Oh my God.
Nate got a new BB gun, y'all. Show them.
Look, it's orange tip, so don't take down the slide. I want to show them me shooting.
No, I'm not going out. No. No, I'm hot right now, Nam. I'm about to do it live.
Can I show them me, like,
just show them how you do it right here, please.
Look.
Hold on, guys. Go ahead.
It's not loading.
Go ahead.
I checked her.
Show us.
Okay.
Watch the recoil. Hey! 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 Okay. Nate wanted to show y'all his new BB gun. That thing is strong. It's powerful, motherfucker. Okay, so, dude, I don't know what's going on today. I've been crying all day, and then I seen Mom and Tot's video, and then I cried some more.
Open this.
So,
it's kind of open.
Hey, Ryan, what's up, baby? Hey, Ryan, you see the people? You see the fucking psychopath kratom people coming for me?
Oh, can I tell them something?
What, baby? Tell them.
My birthday's in 9 days. My actual birthday.
Nate's birthday's in 9 days, y'all. You see him? Just because I literally told the truth about a woman who's her mom passed away from mitragynine overdose, which is kratom overdose, and these people are so horrible. Like, they will even try to discredit somebody who is literally sharing about their own mother's passing. It's crazy. The lady has the autopsy. I asked her if she would be comfortable with me sharing it, and she's not comfortable yet, but she showed it to me. Move out of the way, baby. Move out of the way. Please stop. I'm talking about something serious. She showed it to me, so I seen it with my own eyes. That it says mitragynine overdose. Okay? So, if my word isn't good enough for you, then I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sharing this stuff because I'm against kratom. I have a lot of friends who are on kratom, and I support them 100%. But it would be like me saying suboxone is the perfect medication and it has no side effects. That's not true. You know what I mean? And that's why I share about my struggles with suboxone, you know, because that's the truth. Okay? A lot of you guys just don't like hearing the truth, and I just don't understand it. It's like, if you're going to be an advocate, a true advocate for something, then you have to truly educate your audience on what you're advocating for. What you're advocating for. If you're advocating for kratom, then you need to show the good and the bad of kratom, not just the good. So, a true advocate knows that. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up? So if you're just showing one part of something and you're not showing the bad parts of it, then you're biased. You're biased, and your shit it don't mean nothing unless you're showing all sides of the coin. So for instance, like me, I shared with the world me trying to come off subs in January and failing. Okay? I shared that with the world. All right? If I was trying to get everybody to get on suboxone, do you think I would show them that? No. Because I would want everybody to think suboxone was amazing. But if you're a true advocate and you advocate for something, you're going to show all of it. So, anyway. Oh, hold on, y'all. That's my husband. Okay, he's on his way home. Okay, anyway. So I wanted to come on here because I haven't been able to talk to you guys in the last couple days because I've been really sick with my period. It makes me like to where I can't get out of bed. And so I was in the bed all day yesterday. So anyway, I seen the news about Roe versus Wade and I'm pissed. I'm motherfucking pissed. Okay? Then I also seen about Mama Tot's son who was murdered, and I'm even more pissed. And I'm mad, dude. Like, I'm so angry. Like, the world is falling apart. And the more that I watch the news, dude, the more I realize it. And I don't want to know. I would rather hide my head in the sand than know about all these things that are going on because it makes me so afraid for my son. It makes me afraid about how is my little boy, what's his life going to be like? It's just so scary. It's so scary. Yeah, I'm very sad for her. I didn't know what was going on. I don't want, same Gator. And the only reason why I know about the news is because TikTok. And that's what makes it even harder. It's like, I don't want to know this stuff. It makes me so scared. Like, I have super bad anxiety. And so my anxiety is like at a 12 right now. Have you heard about Mama Tot? I'm heartbroken. Yes, I saw the video, y'all. I just saw it, and I'm so sorry it took me so long to get to the video and respond to it. I'm really, really sorry. I had no idea what was going on, and so I just made a video because Mama Tot is the kind of TikToker that I can sign on to TikTok, and I can be having the worst day of my life, and I can go to her page, and no matter what video I watch, I get like serotonin to my brain. You know what I mean? I feel happy and I laugh. And so what I don't understand is why do bad things happen to good people? Why don't these horrible things happen to people that are doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? And so I just pray that whoever did this to her son is found and prosecuted. Her son was shot, y'all, and murdered. And for no reason. There wasn't even... there's never a reason to take somebody's life, but it's not like... What I'm trying to say is her son wasn't, like, in a gang. Her son wasn't doing drugs. Her son was, like, a good kid. 18-year-old kid, you know? It makes me very sad. I love you guys too. I'm just really in emotion. You know why I was so emotional that one day, y'all, that I couldn't stop crying? Because my period came. That's what was going on. Ugh. And when I tell you, it's the worst. But I have been posting over on my Facebook page, y'all, and it has blown the fuck up. I gotta show y'all. Y'all are gonna die. Like, I have literally gained 5,000 followers overnight over on Facebook. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Okay. We have to pray for Mama Todd's family, y'all. Hey, what's up, JoJo? How's everybody doing in their sobriety? Is everybody hanging in there? How's everybody doing? I just got done going through my fucking Facebook messengers, and I had over 200 fucking messages, y'all, from people just reaching out for help. Some of them were telling me that they were proud of me, but I've never in my life had that many messages ever. And so I went through and I answered every single message. Every single message. My name on Facebook is Discovering Nicole Pludre. Here, I'll put it in the comments. I would love for y'all to come over to my Facebook page. And once you come to my Facebook page, then I will approve you for my Facebook, my regular Facebook. This is my Facebook page because I'm trying to... But it's all the same. I post everything on both of my accounts. So, who's Sassy Grandoris? Who's that, baby? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. Ooh, I was so close to lapse the other day. What happened, Anchor Girl? Yeah, my Facebook is Discovering Nicole Pludre. Hey guys, what's up? Come on in. So, for those of you guys that don't know and that are new here, my name's Nicole. I'm a drug addict. I've been sober since July 13th of 2015. And the way I got sober was through a 12-step program and medication-assisted treatment. I'm on suboxone. I've been on suboxone for almost 7 years. It saved my life. Straight up. Saved my life. I wouldn't be here today if I hadn't got on subs. You know what I mean? And what I do is I use my story. Oh, I'll have to look her up, honey, because I did not know either. I'm so sorry.
Mom,
what, baby?
On this video, this guy, he gave out a V-Bucks code to get V-Bucks for free, because you could actually do that. It's like a V-Bucks gift card.
Mm-hmm.
He gave it out for 1,355 V-Bucks.
Wow.
So I'm gonna search up that video and try to find it again.
Okay.
And so I can see the code.
So what I do is I use my Facebook, my Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube channel to share my story of how I got sober and what I do to stay sober every single day.
Where did you put the TV remote?
It's not in here, Nate. Don't turn on my TV.
I can't, like, talk
Please,
into it.
no. Nate, no. You know I'm live. Now stop it. Your daddy's on his way home, too. So I share my story here on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that, to inspire other people that are struggling with addiction. You know what I mean? My 7 years. Oh, that's awesome, Mike. My 7 years is coming up, y'all. It's on the 13th of July. And when I tell y'all, we are throwing down. Okay, for my 7 years. I am so dead serious, y'all. When I tell you, I've never been more proud of myself. Never, ever, 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 ever. Hold on a second. I want to do something real fast. Live intro. Let me change this. Please follow my Facebook, which is Discovering Nicole Pludre. Okay. Are you still working? Yes, I am, Louise. Yes, I am. Thanks for following my Facebook page. You guys, love y'all. Yeah, follow my Facebook. I'm going to be going live on Facebook. So here's how we're going to start doing it, y'all. Let me read y'all's comments first. I'm going to send you something for your 7. Hey, thanks, girl. Hey, Jen. What's up, girl? Hey, Kay. I'm on my 6th and my mind feels like I'm going backwards. I am having using dreams again. Kay, that means you need to amp up what you're doing to stay sober. What did you start doing when you first got sober? What were the things that you did in the beginning that were helping you? I bet you $500 that you've stopped doing some of those things. So what you need to do is you need to pick up and go back to the beginning and start hitting it hard like you were at the beginning of your recovery. Hey, Sammy, what's up? No, I don't have a P.O. box, but I just give y'all my address. Ain't nothing but a thing. Y'all already know it anyway. I've been doxxed so many times. July 13th will be my 7 years. Thanks. I was about to say I missed something. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. So if you're wanting to get a hold of me to talk to Dr. B, you guys can message me here on DMs, or you can call me on the 1-800 number. I'm pretty sure it's linked in my bio. If it's not, just send me a message and I'll help you get an appointment. So what was I saying again? Oh yeah. Let's talk about what Kay was saying, because she's struggling, y'all, and she has 6 years sober. Okay, let's talk about that. So, girl, I have been there. I know exactly how you feel. Okay, I struggle every day. I struggle every day. Okay, and let me tell you, it gets easier. But if we stop doing the things that we did to help ourselves stay sober, then it's not going to get easier. Okay, so let's think. Let's rewind. I'm going to tell you all the things that I did in early sobriety that I still do today, and that's what helps me stay sober. Okay, number one, when I wake up in the morning before I even get out of bed, I make a gratitude list. Mainly mentally. I don't really like to get up and write it, but I'll think in my head, Damn, I'm grateful to be able to be alive today. Damn, I'm grateful that I have a roof over my motherfucking head. Damn, I'm grateful that I got food in my belly. Damn, I'm grateful that my husband was able to find me some tampons at the Dollar General because they're sold out everywhere because of this damn motherfucking bullshit that's happening in the world today. Damn, I'm so lucky that I don't have to wear a damn pad all day long because it's like wearing a diaper, you know? I do that, and then I get up and I thank my higher power. I'm like, higher power, mine's God. Thank you so much for helping me stay sober yesterday. Now, can you help me stay sober today? And then I say, take my will in my life, guide me in my recovery, and show me how to live clean and serene. And that's what I say every morning, no matter what. And my husband, when he wakes up every morning, he has a 24. I'll get it right now, and I'll show y'all. Okay. All right. So I've been sober for 7 years, and these are the things that I do every day. And my husband has almost 2 years in December, and this is what he does every day. When he wakes up in the morning, he takes his shower and prays, and then he reads this every single day. I hear him at 5 a.m. reading it. So today is June 25th. So let's read what it says. Okay. One of the most encouraging facts of life is that your weakness can become your greatest asset. Can I get an amen? My addiction was my weakness for many, many years. Okay, I struggled. I was down in the dumps. I was fucking a junkie in the streets, homeless. And now guess what? I use my addiction to help other people. It's literally how I got my job. It's literally what puts fucking food on the table for my family, because I have been able to utilize my greatest weakness and turn it into my greatest strength. Kites and airplanes rise against the wind. In climbing up a high mountain, we need the stony crags and rough places to aid us in our climb. So, your weaknesses can become an asset if you will face it, examine it, and trace it to its origin. Did you hear that? So, I went through a sub-detox for about 10 or 11 days. I was off of suboxone, and I couldn't handle it. So, I got back on 0.25. But we'll come back to that in a minute. Set it in the very center of your mind. No weakness, such as drinking, ever turned into an asset until it was first fairly faced. Am I making my weakness my greatest asset? So did you hear what that said? It said, when you're climbing a mountain, you need those little crooks and crannies and the little jagged rocks that are sticking out. So that way you can grab onto those things, and those things help you climb up. Okay? So our addiction is just like those crooks and those crannies and those jagged rocks, right? We had to go through our addiction to get to where we are today to build ourselves up, right? We had to be knocked down to the ground to experience it and be humbled in order to pull ourselves back up. Meditation for the day. Whenever we seek to worship our higher power, we think of the great universe that our higher power rules over, of creation, of mighty law and order throughout the universe. Then we feel the awe that precedes worship. I too must feel awe, feel the desire to worship. My mind is in a box of space and time, and it's so made that I cannot conceive of what it is beyond space or time. I also know that I can experience that power in my life. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may accept the limitless and eternal spirit. I pray that it may express itself in my life. Hey, Melinda. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. So I don't really like reading the prayer and the meditation because I don't want to offend anybody that's not, a Christian. So I'm really just going to focus on reading the thoughts for the day from now on. But this thought for the day is fucking good, y'all. Like, it's straight up telling us that our addictions can be our greatest asset. And I think that's amazing. But until we face it, right? Your addiction's not going to be your asset if you're living in your addiction still. You have to step out of your addiction and face it. And that's when you can use it to your asset. So, okay. Now, do you hear what I just read? How many of you guys have been using your addiction and using it as an asset? Or how many of you guys have been in a pity party feeling sorry for yourselves? Be honest. Number one, if you're using it as an asset. Number two, if you're having a pity party. So, don't get me wrong. Like, there's days where I have a pity party, you know what I'm saying? Where I feel bad for myself, and I think, why did I put myself in this position? And then, but you know why I usually do that? Because I start comparing myself to other people and their journeys. Did you know that comparison is the thief of joy? I didn't know that. I learned that here on TikTok. And so when I'm comparing myself to other sober people's journey, then you know what? It's not going to get me anywhere. You know, I am my own person, right? I'm my own person. What works for me might not work for somebody else, and vice versa, you know? So let's get back to what I do to stay sober. So that's what my husband does, and that helps him to start his day out on the right path. Okay, now throughout my day, you guys, okay, I have a high stress job, all right? I'm on the phone constantly hearing people's problems, okay? I'm constantly hearing people's problems. I'm talking to people who are at their wits' end with life, who don't want to be alive, some of them. And a lot of times it can get really, really overwhelming, okay? And so I have to take little breaks where I step away from my phone, I get myself together, I talk to my husband, I talk to my mom, somebody that will listen to me, because I'm telling you what, sometimes I will take it all in and I just get so overwhelmed, right? But you know what the best part of it is? The best part of it is something that happened today. So today I had a lady call that follows me here on TikTok. She's followed me for years. And she said, I've been following you for a really long time, and I just didn't have the guts to call you, and you have no idea how much it took for me to pick up the phone and call you. And I was like, okay, I understand that. I know it's hard to pick up the phone. And so she was calling me because her daughter struggles with opiate addiction. And she's desperate to get her daughter help, you know, and I was like, I will help her, no problem. And her biggest fear was that her daughter's little girl would get taken away by CPS. And I'm like, your baby's not going nowhere. I promise you that. And so I got off the phone with the mom, and then 2 minutes later, the daughter called me, and I was able to give her some resources that would help her get on MAT if that's what she wants to do. I also gave her my channels and everything that she could come hang out with us and do the live streams with us and do meetings with us. And I reassured her, your daughter's not going to get taken away from you. You know what I mean? And so those are the things that I live for when I'm able to actually really help somebody, you know what I mean? And really make a difference in their life. And it makes me so happy that she felt safe enough to call me. And I want you guys to know, like, I'm just the same way I am here as, like, I'm me on TikTok and out of TikTok. I'm the same way. And so if you call me, I'm going to be like, what's up, girl? How you doing? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not weird. I'm not mean. Hey, Mando, what's up, girl? It's when I compare myself or look at all the things I ruined. Exactly. And that's one thing that I struggle with a lot, is going back to my past and thinking about, damn, I had good credit for such a long time. I fucked that up. Or saying things like, all my other friends have homes that they are buying themselves, and I don't have that. You know what I mean? And I beat myself down about that, comparing myself to my friends that are not even drug addicts. They're all regular people, you know, or comparing myself and saying what I haven't gotten, what I haven't achieved yet. Instead, what I should do is I should write these things down that I haven't been able to achieve yet, and I should set goals for each one of those things. So that way, long-term goals, you know what I'm saying? The best thing I can tell you guys, that if you're struggling, is to get out of your comfort zone and start talking about what you're feeling. I'm a huge pusher. Like, I'm pushing you, okay? I'm a pusher of opening your motherfucking mouth, okay? Open your mouth and talk about what you're struggling with. If you keep it inside, then nobody's gonna know, okay? It's kind of like with my husband. My husband is a great guy. He's sober. He's doing well. But when he starts to struggle, he won't say a thing. He'll just sit there and tweedledee, twiddly-dum in his mind, right? And then when his tweedly-dum mind tells him to go to the crack house, then we're all in trouble. Do you know what I'm saying? And so if you're sitting there and you're thinking it in your mind and you're not talking about it, you're doing yourself a disservice. Okay? You're doing yourself a disservice. Open your pie hole and get some support, okay? And you don't have to do it like I do it here on TikTok for all the world to see. Reach out to somebody that you trust that's sober and talk to them. You know, you could do it in a private way that's less invasive. You know what I'm saying? If you're shy, you know, that will help. If you're shy, text somebody, okay? And get it started that way. A closed mouth don't get fed. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you guys this, like, when you talk about what you're going through, I 100% need you to listen to me, okay? When you talk about what you're going through, it takes the power away from that situation. When you're able to get it off of you, relieve that burden that you've been carrying, and put it onto somebody else that can help you carry that weight, it literally helps you so much. You will be like this, damn, I just needed to talk about that. I just need to get it off my chest. You know, a girl I talked to today, she was saying, you know, I feel like I'm a bad mom. I feel like I'm a piece of shit because I can't stop taking pills. And it's like, no, you're not a piece of shit. You know, a lot of us moms struggle, right? With no energy, depression, feeling like we're all alone, putting all of our time into our children and not putting any time into ourselves. And so that's a recipe for disaster for any person, not even a drug addict, you know? You go to people that you trust, that you believe that you can talk to, that are trustworthy, okay? Anytime people reach out to me, like, I don't tell people's business. Like, I will never come on here and say your name and who you are unless you want me to share your story, you know? Reach out to somebody that you know that you can trust, that will help you, you know? Hey, Maya, what's up, girl? Hey, Melissa. You know, and there's so many great people in the recovery community that will be willing to support you. Like, and here's the thing. If you're a woman, reach out to a woman. If you're a man, reach out to a man. And this is also what I want to say. Reach out to somebody that's got some sober time, okay? Don't reach out to anybody with less than a year sober, okay? I'm serious. Because that's just a recipe for disaster. Hey, Jen, what's up, girl? If you're a woman, please don't reach out to any of these dudes here on TikTok, okay? I have seen it time and time again where girls here on TikTok have reached out to dudes, and those dudes have made it some kind of sex thing, you know? What are you struggling with? What's wrong? And so, you know, a lot of times, here's the thing, you guys, if you have the wherewithal, the self-awareness to come on and say, I'm struggling right now, then that's a really good thing. You realize that, right? Do you realize that that's a big deal? Okay, for the longest time, when I was in active addiction and when you were in active addiction, we had no self-awareness, right? We're just walking around in a little cloud of fucking crack smoke, you know, or whatever our drug of choice was. Right. And so now that we get sober, it takes some time to get that gift of, the gift of self realization, the gift of being able to know, hey, I am not doing too well right now. I need to talk to somebody. Okay. That's a gift. So if you have been blessed to be able to have that gift and realize that you're tanking and need some support, and you come on and you tell people, I need some support, I'm struggling, that's a big deal. I'm in a relationship I no longer want to be in, but he says I can't have my baby if I leave. Oh, Amanda. So is this your baby and his baby? I want to get high like really, really bad, but I don't know where to get any, so I literally can't. And I feel bad for wanting that. Pfft, don't feel bad. Okay, this is what my first sponsor told me. She said, you're just doing what drug addicts do. That's literally what you have done for all your life. So it's a habit, okay? So just like so listen to this. Jennifer, when you were you born knowing how to take opiates and do meth and drink alcohol? Did you come out of your mom's yin yang with a crack pipe hanging out of your mouth? Did you? No. You had to learn how to do all those things. It's a learned behavior, okay, that you practice over and over and over again when you're in your active addiction. And so when you get sober, you have to learn new behaviors and new coping skills, right? And so for me, if I start feeling like that and I'm thinking about wanting to use, what I do is I go through my mind and I look at the disease process. Remember, we talked about this the other day. The trigger, thought, obsession, use, that one. So if you're just triggered and thinking about drugs, then you can turn it around, right? Turn it around before you start obsessively thinking about using, and reach out and talk about it. And I'm telling you, now that you're talking about it, you're going to feel so much better because it's just a passing thought, right? I mean, I think about using sometimes, and I just think about it, and then I think, damn, that would be so stupid. And remember what I taught you guys about making a pros and cons list? The pros of getting high and then the cons of getting high, and then comparing the two lists on paper so you can see what a bad idea it would be, you know? So Amanda, you can take your kid anytime you want and leave, okay? Now, he might try to take you to court. So I remember not wanting to get clean if I couldn't get high, one day at a time. Amen. Don't we all have? Yeah, we've all been through that. Listen to me. If your man's trying to say that you can't take your child with you, like, you can take your kid. You're the mother, okay? And if he tries to like do something, you might need to go to the police, okay? Because that's fucked up, you know? If you're not happy in that relationship, then what you need to do is you need to file for divorce, and you need to let your family know what's going on so that way they can protect you, okay? I'm telling you, if he takes you to court, they're going to do mandatory, probably want to have visitations and stuff like that. Oh, you're not married? Girl, take your ass on down to Mississippi then. Take your ass on down there and tell him if he wants to see his kid, then you guys need to arrange some kind of system where the kid's with you during the school year and then the kid goes with him during the summer, and work it out like that. If y'all can't work it out between each other in a chill way, then you might need to get somebody to do a mediator. Hey, Mikey, what's up? So, okay, let's get back to what we were talking about. Thoughts of using. Okay, so like I said, if we were just like, when we got sober, we were just going to stop having thoughts of using and it was going to be that simple, then there would be no addiction. Nobody would be struggling with the disease of addiction, right? Hey, what's up, Sam? Hey, Catherine. We would all just shut it off, right? But that's not the case. It's hard. It takes hard work and dedication to stay sober. You got to be serious about it, you know? There's many times that I got sober and I really wasn't that serious about it. And you know what happened? I would end up relapsing, you know? It wasn't until I got serious, right, about making a change in my life that I was able to start really focusing on that change. It takes little things, you guys. Little things that you're not doing that you probably don't even realize could help you. Like I said, like waking up in the morning, making your gratitude list, saying your prayers, reading your meditation book, okay? When I first got sober, the first 3 years of my sobriety, I did a morning women's meeting every morning with about 10 other women. I made it, I created it, and I was like, I'm going to do this. And that helped me so much because I got to sit there and talk with other women that were going through the same thing I was going through. And we got to bounce ideas off each other and support each other in recovery. There's a lot of good people on this app that do like Zoom meetings and stuff that you guys could do. We do the live streams here like I do. I just found out my husband hasn't paid our mortgage since April 2021. Oh no. That's great. Bones says, I don't call them prayers, but I have positivity rituals. Whatever it is. Like I said, I'm super open to all. I'm not just like a one-way person. I call them prayers because that's how I was raised up. I was raised up in a super Christian Pentecostal household, but like I said, I'm not like a super religious or super Christian-y person like I used to be. That was when I was a little girl. Since I've gotten older and been able to choose my own way, I choose the way of having a connection with a power greater than myself and talking to him, you know, like I do every morning and every night. And that's what I do. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Kay. I really appreciate it. I submitted paperwork and I hope they will work it out. Find something to do when you want to do, when you feel like using. I started walking. I walked a lot. That's a great idea. Walking, going to the gym, playing basketball, doing a puzzle. I don't know. There's all kinds of different hobbies and activities that you can do. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I learned when I was in early recovery was about, so there was this lady that I went to treatment. She was a counselor. Her name was Anita. She passed away. She had like 40 years sober. She's a little itty bitty black lady, cute as can be, but feisty. And she had an obsession with cinnamon candies, you know, the little red ones. And so she went to Walgreens one evening. It was around Christmas time. And she went up to the cashier and she said, do you guys have any cinnamon dicks? You know, cinnamon dicks. And then she realized, I'm asking the cashier for cinnamon dicks. What the fuck? And she was like, no, cinnamon discs. Cinnamon discs. She came back to the treatment center and told us that story. But the reason why I told you guys that story is because, did you know that when you take something hot and spicy like that, like a jalapeno or a piece of peppermint candy that's real spicy, and you put it in your mouth, that can help shift your brain and what you're thinking of to something else? The cinnamon dick in your mouth. And that can help you. Did you know that? So like if you're struggling with cravings or thoughts of using, go out, get you a bunch of cinnamon dicks and put them in your pocket. And whenever you're having a craving, pop a cinnamon dick in your mouth and then keep it moving, you know, and tell somebody about it. I made t-shirts last year. I know, right, Brenda? This lady was, when I tell you, her Miss Anita was her name. She was a legend here in Little Rock, Arkansas. That's how cool of a counselor she was. And she was the best. She was the best. But I learned that from her, and that, you know, that can help you to shift your thinking. But focusing on, like, what happens, I think, when we start focusing on getting high and using drugs, I feel like our brain kind of gets on a loop. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, girl, I live in Little Rock, honey. We get in this like little, it's kind of like a little loop, right? And so our brain, because of our addiction, we had gotten so accustomed to that, like, get something, get relief, pleasure, right?
Mom, we found a kr8tom. Get me 13,500 V-Bucks.
Did it work?
Well, we're about to do it. We haven't done. It's for free though.
Okay, cool.
If we actually bought it, it would be $80.
Wow.
If we actually bought it though.
I love you.
We're hacking worlds.
Okay, let me see what else I gotta say. I hate when I hear my coworkers talk about moms who lose their kids to drugs. Let's talk about that. So I have a story time for you guys. So you guys know that my little boy got taken away from me due to my addiction back in 2015. And I don't go around like telling everybody that, just you guys here on TikTok. You know, I mean, I guess I do go around telling everybody that. I tell the world that. But anyway, I was at school picking my son up from school like a month or two ago. And these 3 white women were carrying a little itty bitty little black baby. I mean, the tiniest little black baby I've ever seen in my life. And they were all oohing and awing and goo-goo and gawing over him. And so I was like, hey, is that your baby? And the girl was like, no, I'm a foster parent. I was like, oh, cool. And then she looked and she said, yeah, her parents were meth heads and they're never going to get him back, or never going to get her back. And literally she said that. She said, her parents were meth heads and I doubt they'll ever get her back. The mom will never get her back. And I said, that's funny that you say that, because I was a meth head. and my son got taken away from me, and I got him back. And you should have seen these ladies' faces at the school pickup line. They were like, oh, really? That's so amazing. Tell us about... no, I'm okay. Thanks anyway.
Can I show them the thing? Because they haven't seen it
Yes,
yet.
go ahead, bud.
Nate
got a new BB gun.
Airsoft. So don't worry.
So...
Wait, I want to...
And the only reason why I said white women, y'all, is because they were holding a little black baby. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said that.
Mom,
I said that. Yeah.
Look, okay.
I said, oh, really? Because I was a meth head, and my son got taken from me, and now I have him back with his little big mouth over there.
It's supposed to do this.
Yeah.
Good job.
It's got blowback.
Yeah, I said that. Because people need to know that there are people out there who are getting sober and changing their lives. And the people at my son's school, a lot of them are like that. You know what I mean? And a lot of the moms, Nate, not the kids. A lot of them don't realize while I'm standing there in the group that I'm a person who used to shoot meth. You know what I mean? And so I talk to the moms about it. I tell my son's friends' parents about it because I want them to know. If they go on and they Google my name and they see felony possession of a controlled substance, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want them to know from my mouth before they have to go and looking me up. You know what I mean? Being sober, you see people with wrong information, especially about CPS and addicts, and I always want to say something, right? It was my shame. I should have said something. It's okay. They just don't understand. Right. Well, a lot of people, I don't know if it's that they don't understand or that they are judgmental. Okay. So you got to understand, a lot of people down here in the South, they know about addiction. They know about what's going on. They know about meth, and they look at people who use drugs as less than. Okay. It's straight up the truth. Okay. They look at us as less than. That we can't, surely we couldn't turn our lives around. You know what I'm saying? And so it's unfortunate that it's like that, but it is. And so anytime I get a chance to share my story with somebody, another parent or another person, I'm all about it. Like, you can ask my husband. I tell everybody about my recovery. My husband's like, you're crazy. I wouldn't say shit. But I'm very proud of myself, you know? I'm proud to be sober. And whenever I have told my son's friends' parents about this, 9 times out of 10, they have somebody who's struggling with addiction that needs help. And guess what? They come to me. And I'm able to help them get into treatment here in Arkansas. And so it's a win-win situation, baby. Win-win. Yeah, I'm in Arkansas. So, I don't know if it would come up if you Google me. I don't know. I've never Googled myself. Came from the bottom, now we're here. Exactly. I know that, you know, some people look up your criminal history and they'll pay that extra $10 to see if you have a criminal history. But I don't know. I don't think mine does because it's so old. My mom's the same way. She tries to hide it constantly. She owns a business, so I kind of get it. Yeah, I understand. But here's the thing, you guys. Like, as long as we're hiding that kind of stuff and being ashamed of our past and stuff, then that's why we have to speak out. That's why we have to share our testimonies, because we're breaking the stigma down, you know. And since the opiate epidemic and all the things that are happening in the world with addiction, like, we're helping break down the stigma, you know. And so I think I'm all about sharing it and trying to help people, you know. So let me go on here and look. I think some of y'all are coming to my Facebook page. If y'all don't know, we're chilling, talking. If you have any questions, you can ask me anything you want to know. I'm all about sharing anything you want to answer to. I'm all about it. So just ask me, and I will tell you. And I want to really, really, really stress that to you guys. If you need to ask me a question, did you ever watch Crime of the... I sure did. I made my husband watch it too. If you have a question, if you've heard a rumor or you heard somebody saying they don't like Nicole, come to me and ask me. I will talk to you. I will answer your questions. I will tell you anything you want to know. 100%. I'm super open to sharing everything with you guys. Okay. And I make it a point to do that, you guys. I make it a point to share everything. The place I work, how much money I get paid, what I do for a living, how I got into it, you know, what my husband's sobriety is like, what my sobriety is like, what it's like being a mom. You know what I mean? So I just want people that come here that maybe came here from other videos or other people's posts, that you can always come here and ask me, and I'm very open about everything. But 9 times out of 10, that isn't, a lot of people already know about my shit. I'm trying now and withdraw now. It's been tough. Monica, so what's going on? What are you withdrawing from? I was looking for you on Facebook. I searched Discovering Nicole and I didn't see you. It's Nicole with no H, and it's Nicole Pludre. I'll put it right here. Look. Look right here, baby. That's me, okay? That's my husband, and that's my son. Okay, and I'm also doing this thing, you guys. So I'm going to be doing, let me put it out here. So y'all know about this that I'm doing, right? This trend that I made up for everybody. Is getting sober worth it? And if you send me your video, I'll post it on my page. I'll post it on my Instagram, post it on my TikTok. See? All the people that are doing it. Oh shit, mine didn't have any music to it. Why not? Okay. So, if you do that trend with that song by One Republic, It's Gonna Be a Good Life, that song, I will share your song. I'll share your video and just tag me in it, okay? Also, I'm collecting women who have gotten sober. I'm collecting your pictures from when you were in active addiction to now in your recovery. If you will send me those before and after pictures, I'm going to make a video, Badass Women in Recovery, to the song, Girls Who Runs the World, Girls Who Runs the World, Girls. Okay? So just send me your pictures. Hey, so I was able to get back on my subs, and I think my dose may be too low because I'm still feeling sick. Do you think that could have something to do with it? Sure, yeah. You call your doctor and talk to them about it. You might need to go up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Also, like if you're coming off of a relapse, you know, you got to think about it like this, okay? Your body is trying to get back to homeostasis. It's trying to balance back out again after the relapse. And so you might want to give yourself like a couple days. And if you're still not feeling good, then talk to your doctor about your dose. You know what I'm saying? So let me make a post and let everybody know that I want to, that I want to do this. Yeah, if y'all can find pictures, before and after pictures, I really want to share a video with all y'all's pictures and stuff on it. And so if I have to make like 6 different videos, I'll make 6 different videos, okay? Oh yeah, I just said it here on TikTok, didn't I? Okay, let me say, attention women. Julia, I'm not badass. You, listen to me. It takes a lot of courage to share about being addicted and pregnant. I will admit that, okay? It comes with a lot of fucking backlash. A lot of fucking hate. Mean ass fucking hate, okay? But what I have learned over the couple of years that I've been doing social media, especially this last year and this year on TikTok, I don't give a fuck what they say. I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because I know that I'm helping someone. I know that there's women that are pregnant right now and addicted right now that saw my video, and that was the thing that pushed them to finally get help. So I don't give a motherfucking shit what people say. If my videos can help somebody, then I'm going to keep on sharing about it. You know, if it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize how much shame and guilt I feel over the fact that I used while I was pregnant, and that's mainly the comments that I get are you so you're proud of this? You don't deserve to have your son, blah, blah, that kind of stuff. And you know what? If you're that dense that you think that I'm proud of it, then I don't want you as a follower anyway. You know what I'm saying? Our addiction does not just shut off because we are pregnant. You know, putting together a video or some videos with your before what your addiction recovery photos. Send me a pic of
New visitor.
In active addiction and one of you sober with your sober date. Please. Okay, cool. That will be cool. All right. Bam. I went through CPS and have full custody of my son back as of 2 months ago. That's great, Julia. Good job, girl. Good job. Oh, okay. So send me your pictures, you guys, to my Facebook page, okay? That way you can just send it through Facebook Messenger. Let me see. Share to page. My page. I'll show you the page that I need you to send it to. Okay, hold on just a second. Oh, gosh. There it is. Discovering. Okay. Here it is. Send me your before and after pictures to Discovering Nicole Pludre. Okay, and I'm going to put together some videos with y'all's before and afters and your sober dates, okay? Who runs the world, girls? Who runs the world, girls? Who runs the... I did it last year, and one of my followers messaged me, Tina messaged me and said, you should do it again this year. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I should. So I am. Sorry. My nose has been running. So what else do y'all want to talk about? Oh, let's talk about CPS since we got on that subject. So it takes a lot of hard work to get your children back from CPS, okay? Like, it's hard, okay? You have to be 100% on your A game. Need pictures of you in active addiction and sober. I am making a video to highlight women in recovery. All right. Post. There we go. You know what I think is happening, you guys? We're fixing to look up that number that just called me right now because I believe that somebody's using a spoof number to call me while I'm on lives. So let's go look it up. You want to? Hold on just a second. Let me get my call tracking metrics out. I was really lucky my mom stepped up and had him the whole time I was allowed to live with her. You are so lucky because my son, they wouldn't let my son go into my mother and father-in-law's care. And I was so angry. Okay. My parents at the time were in New York because I don't know if y'all know this or not, but my addiction got so bad, and so did my sisters, that my mom and dad moved to New York because they couldn't watch me and my sister kill ourselves anymore. Me and my sister were really bad off, both of us, in active addiction. What? Hold on a second. Yeah, so we found one that was spoofing me. Like, I'll show you guys. The number was literally my phone number. And what I do is I just go in and I block them, those numbers. But they'll make new ones, which is so crazy to me. Like, they'll just sit there and make new ones. Anyway, no, I just need to block it. So when my little boy, I'll tell you all that story, okay? So when I got pregnant in 2013, me and my husband had no idea that we both didn't know. Actually, my father-in-law had walked up to me and said, "Are you pregnant, Nicole?" And I was like, "Alan, no, I'm not pregnant." He's like, "Are you sure? Because you're glowing." And so about a week later, I went and got myself tested and I was pregnant. And I was devastated because I didn't want to hurt my baby. I knew that I couldn't stop getting high. Like, I knew it in my heart of hearts. Do you know what I'm saying? But I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and I failed. And, you know, I gave birth to my son under the influence, and by the grace of God, they skipped over me. They didn't realize that I was high or something. I don't know. God saved me. Okay? And so when that happened, I went home with my son and I vowed to never use again. And so for 90 days, I stayed sober. And then I relapsed. I relapsed on Xanax. And when I got that Xanax in me, I went to get meth and then oxys and then so on and so forth down the drain. But I'm telling you guys, I never wanted to hurt my son. I never wanted to use while I was pregnant. It was devastating for me. I feel like a piece of shit because it happened. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, I feel like a piece of shit. And I struggle with those feelings every single day to this day. Yeah. Anyway. I try not to beat myself up about it. I'm trying to forgive myself. But it's hard. It's hard to forgive after you've been, you know, especially because I know that there's no way that my addiction isn't going to affect my son. And I realize that today. Even if it's just with his anxiety or something like that's because of me. And I realize that, you know, and I feel terrible because of it. And there's not enough things that I can do to make it better. So I just constantly try to do the right thing and pray and do the right thing. Anyway, sorry. My son is the apple of my eye. He's the reason why I'm here today. If my son hadn't been born, I wouldn't have gotten sober. So, okay, let me go on here and tell people where to send them. So what else y'all want to talk about? I haven't either, but I'll tell you this. My son's 8 now, and he does have struggles with his anxiety. So, send your... Does anybody else want to ask any questions or come up here and talk? To new Facebook. God is good. Let me tell you. Don't even say that. He's going to be perfect. Me too, girl. I have been sober since the day I went to the hospital. Yeah. So it's just, but as far as my son's learning and everything like that, he has no learning disabilities or anything like that. He's super smart. I just noticed he has struggles with anxiety. And he'll tell you, I mean, he knows it. He feels it. But the only time he has that anxiety is when I have anxiety. So that's what I told him. I said, you don't have anxiety, baby. Mommy does. And when I get anxious, you feel that. And so what I'm trying to work on is not getting anxious in front of my son. Why do you get anxious in front of your son, Nicole? Example. When we were riding on the interstate a couple of months ago, it was raining outside. My husband was driving. I had a panic attack. And my son had a panic attack too because I had a panic attack. So I'm trying to get better about controlling my anxiety. You know what I mean? Instagram is discovering... My grandkids have anxiety. I think it's a lot to do with the world now. Yeah. Hey, Justin Mama, we were talking about that earlier, actually. Don't worry, we have. I honestly feel so horrible that we can't do more, but I've sent out my prayers, and I made a video and to let all my followers know to go give her some prayers and some thoughts, you know. I think it's horrible that she even has to. This is horrible, and this is what we were talking about earlier. Like, why does bad things happen to good people? Like, she's such a good lady with a good heart. Like I was telling everybody before, I can come on to TikTok and I can have the worst day, and I can sign on to watch her videos, and I can literally, it'll change my whole day. It'll literally lift my spirits. Do you know what I'm saying? And so it breaks my heart, man. No child's life should be taken like that, ever. You know, and whoever did this, they will pay. They will pay. They will be found out. I'm telling you guys, they will be found out. So, so a lot of people don't understand that addiction is a disease. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that addiction is a disease, and the reason why mothers struggle to get sober during pregnancy is because they're fighting a disease, you know? And so I get a lot of shit for talking about my addiction in pregnancy, but I'll tell you all this, okay? When I started talking about it, it helped me so much. It helps me to heal every day when I talk about it and I share about it with another woman who is pregnant and struggling. That helps me. That helps me heal, you know? I'll tell y'all something about me. When I was younger, in my active addiction, I used to look down my nose at women who used while they were pregnant. I used to look down my nose at women who used and had their children with them. I thought, how could they do that? God has a funny way of humbling you. Okay? He has a funny way of humbling you. The very thing that I look down my nose at other people for happened to me. I wasn't sober through mine and got very lucky. Both my children were born without withdrawal. Yes, girl, we are very, very lucky. It really helps me hear you talk about it. I wish I saw you when I was pregnant. And I'm telling you guys, like, listen to me. So I want to share with you guys how addiction is a disease, okay? So addiction centers in our mind, okay? And it affects the prefrontal cortex of our brain, okay? In this part of our brain is where we have, it operates or it controls decision-making, impulse control, our pleasure sensors, our cognitive functioning, okay? And so when you're under the influence of drugs and alcohol, you can't make good decisions, okay? You're fucking functioning on a 7-year-old level. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes away the ability to make good choices. Now, you'll probably say, well, Nicole, when a person gets pregnant, they know that they shouldn't be using. Absolutely, we know it. Absolutely, we know it. And knowing something and being able to do it and follow through with it is two different things. Okay? So every time I used while I was pregnant, I wanted to commit suicide. I wanted to take my own life. I cried every time I shot up, okay, because I felt so much guilt and shame. But I was so sick and my brain was so hijacked by methamphetamine that that part of my brain would overrule anything else. Any logic that came was overruled by that part of my brain telling me, you need to get this in you to feel better. You need to get this in you to feel better, okay? And so it makes me sad when people talk shit to people that struggled with addiction while pregnant. Because when we're pregnant, we have, the shame is so heavy that's what keeps a lot of us using still. Okay? It's because of the shame. Okay? And so if there was more ways that we could talk about it openly and not be shamed, more women would come forward and get help. I made a video about this last year. Went kind of viral here on TikTok. Because I said women who use drugs do not need to have their children taken away and put in CPS. They need to get They need to both, the women and the children, need to be placed in a treatment program where she can learn how to stay sober and be a parent. Women and children should not be separated from each other because a woman is struggling with addiction. They should be placed together into a program where they are taught how to be healthy parents, where they are taught how to stay sober, where they can actually do the things, put their baby to bed, feed their baby on a sober schedule and learn it. That's what I believe should happen. No mother should ever have her kid taken away because of addiction. Okay? And people will say, yes, they should, Nicole. They put themselves in that situation. Listen to me, you guys. No, we don't put ourselves in this situation. Listen to me. When I started using drugs, I was a teenager, man. I was a kid, okay? I want to do my makeup. Y'all want to do makeup while I talk? Okay. When I started using, I was a kid, all right? I was a little girl. I was 17 years old when I started getting high, all right? I didn't know that getting high was going to ruin my fucking life. I didn't know that getting high, I was going to become addicted. I really had no idea. I was very naive, very, very naive. Okay. And so after getting high and losing custody, or getting high, I didn't have my kid yet, and losing control, over my, over the ability to not use, even then, I didn't realize the severity of the situation, okay? Even then, I didn't realize that, wow, I am really hooked, And now that it's more talked about, a lot of people realize now better, but even when you're a kid, that kind of stuff doesn't really set in. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's get this hair up. I promise you, some of the worst drug addicts, I promise you, they don't want to be using pregnant. I promise you that they feel horrible about it. I swear. Every person does. Okay. Hey, Jill, what's up, girl? So what questions y'all got? Anybody got any questions? Come on, let's talk about it. Let's get this live popping. Okay, share the video, like the video, invite your friends. Come on, y'all, help me out. Let's do this. Let's get this live pop locking and dropping. All my mods that are in here, if anybody comes in, greet them as they come in. Okay. Also, if you can, every 10 minutes or so, just drop a little thing that says, Nicole's not a doctor or therapist. She's just sharing her experience. If you're struggling with something that you need medical attention, make sure you see your doctor. Okay? Like a little disclaimer thing, because I have some trolls that like to say I give medical advice when I'm literally just sharing my stories. So that's how we're going to take care of that, by putting that disclaimer in the chat. Okay? Okay. Oh, what are you talking about? DMG, it didn't. Your comment didn't show up. All I see is for it to come out of my system faster. Please comment your comment again and make sure that you don't put any drug names in it, because TikTok will block it out. Okay, so today we're going to use the MAC Face and Body. So this is the MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body Sheer Foundation. Sheer, okay? But it's awesome. We'll put a little bit of this on the back of my hand, and then we're going to take a little bit of the Danessa Myricks cream cover. It's super thick. Mix it together. Ooh, look how tan I am, y'all. This might be too light for me now. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We'll make it work. Okay, we'll make it work. Oh, for benzos to come out of your system faster, what can you do? Listen to me, okay, DMG. If you have been using benzos for a long time, they can stay up in your system upwards to 45 days. okay? If you are overweight like I am, they can stay in your system for up to 45 days. I didn't test negative for benzos until 45 days later. If you just took a benzo one time out of nowhere, then yeah, you can get them out. They'll be out of your system in 72 hours. But if you have taken them consistently for a long period of time, then yeah, it takes a minute, over 30 days to get out of your system. What can you do to get them out of your system faster? Drink lots of water, exercise so you can start sweating. Drink some like green tea and shit like that, little detox green tea. That could help. But for the most part, you just gotta let it run its course. Damn, that was really light. But it's thin. It's thin, so hey, so you're taking them for 5 days straight? Yeah. So, yeah, they're gonna be in your system longer than 3 days. Just so you know. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news and tell you that, but it's the truth. Hey, what's up, Paulo? How you doing, honey? If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments. Let's do this. Let's talk about it. And like I said, I'm not a doctor or anything like that. I just have personal lived experience, and I learned that the hard way with benzos from using them for so long and trying to pass drug tests. Well, you know what you need to do? DMG, listen up. What you need to do is you need to call your clinic and you need to tell them ahead of time. And you need to be honest. Okay? I promise you, if you're honest, that's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of trouble. Okay? So go ahead, jump ahead of it and call them. Let them know, hey, I fucked up. I took some benzos. I'm not proud of it. And I wanted to be honest with you guys. Oh, yes, you can stop. You just have to listen to me, Paulo. You just have to make the choice, honey, okay, to stop, and then you need to get support, okay? So if you're going to stop, you need to have people that are going to be around you that are going to help you stay accountable, okay? When you say can't, you're defining your future, okay? You're manifesting your future when you say can't. Instead of saying can't, say I will stop. I'm going to get sober. I'm going to change my life. I don't want to live like this anymore, so I'm going to do something different today. Okay? That's what you got to do. You got to call it and speak it into existence. And then you got to put action behind it. Okay? So speak it into existence. Okay? And then put some action behind it. Okay? Start going to some meetings. Reach out to a friend that's sober and go over to their house and hang out. If you have to, go to the emergency room and tell them that you need them to hold you over for 72 hours because you want to take your own life. That's a quick way to get 3 days sober, baby, is going to the ER and having them 5150 you. Oh, man, what is that? Sorry, guys. I'm picking up something. Okay? Hope that helps. All right, I haven't been using my bronzer like I wanted to, so we're going to use that today. It is this bronzer, the Chanel one. Yeah, you can do this. You just have to put your mind to it, okay? You can do it. Put your back into it. I can do it. Put my back into it. Gonna do it. Gonna do it. Gonna do it. Do it. Do it. You can do it. Put your back into it. I can do it, put my back into it, gonna do it, gonna do it, gonna do it, do it. Okay? Okay. So, a lot of the times we say we can't do things. And I don't think you guys realize how strong your minds are. I get calls from people that are trying to come off benzos a lot. And a lot of the times they'll call me and they'll say, I'm never going to be able to do this. And I always tell them, no, yes, you will be able to do it. And as long as you keep saying you won't, then you're not. It's when you start telling yourself, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to turn my life around. I will be sober. You know what I mean? That's when you're able to do it. And you guys have to put your mind to it, okay? You got to put your mind to it, and you got to put one foot in front of the other, okay? You can't get sober through talking about it. You have to take action, all right? Even if it's just little steps, okay? Little steps like going to a meeting or calling somebody that's in recovery and asking them for guidance and support, okay? Opening yourself up to somebody else that's been down that road before you, you know? Oh, thank you, Patriot Girl. I really appreciate that.
New visitor.
I remember when I first started, I messed up with benzos. I drink a lot of water and a ton of water before I took the drug test, so that when I peed, it was all water, and then I added 3 drops, and I passed it. But I don't know if maybe it was a mistake. You need to tell them what happened, okay? I'm telling you, Cruz, be honest, okay? Because listen to me. Like, manipulating the drug test is only going to harm you, okay? It's only going to put you back, all right? Because you're not being honest. When you're honest, then you can actually get help. So you obviously you're struggling if you're taking benzos and you know you're not supposed to. Do you know what I'm saying? And so instead of keeping it a secret, be honest about it, all right, hun? I'm not trying to be ugly or embarrass you. I'm just trying to help you, okay? And honesty is always the best policy. This is that Chanel bronzer. I know it's embarrassing, okay? I know it's embarrassing to talk about. I know that, you know, you're scared, but I'm telling you guys, like, it will help you in the long run if you start being honest, okay?
New visitor.
Nobody here is going to judge you. Sure. No, sure. The consequences, nobody wants to have to face consequences, right? But it'll all work out in the long run, and it'll be the best thing that you could have done for yourself. Okay? Okay. I need to start using these cream blushes, so let me get some of them out. What kind of makeup live do we want to do? Y'all, I thought I knew how to live. I didn't. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Patriot Girl. I appreciate that. Thank you for the compliment. Here's the thing, okay? Every single one of you guys are worthy of recovery. Every single one of you guys are worthy of happiness and strength and sobriety. Every single one of y'all, okay? Oh, I love this blush, y'all. Okay, every single one of you. Put one foot in front of the other, okay? And let's do this. Okay? Let's do this. Anytime. So, I know you might not think that you're worthy. Tell me that life without substances is better. Please tell me. Okay, Paulo, I got you. Listen up. Pull the cotton out of your ears and listen to what I got to say. Okay? For the longest time, I thought that getting sober was going to be boring. I thought that getting sober was going to suck, right? I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt all the ways that getting sober has changed my life. So listen up. When I was in my active addiction, I hated myself. Okay? Now, since getting sober, I've been able to work on learning to love myself, okay? I've been able to get full custody of my son back. I've been able to gain my relationship with my mom and dad back because my parents didn't want nothing to do with me either because of my addiction, okay? I've been able to get a job helping others, okay, with recovery. I have been able to save money in recovery. Okay, and I could never do that before. Because I was spending my money on dope every day, all the time, right? getting sober is the best thing that you will ever do for yourself. Ever. Okay? So, realize that and know that you're not alone. It's hard at the beginning to get sober, okay? But you're not alone, and we'll all help you to get there. It's way better than fiending for drugs every day. It's way better than calling the dope man and getting ripped off. It's way better than having guilt and shame every single day, okay? It's way better. Because see, what you're going to learn in sobriety, Paulo, is you're going to learn how to deal with those thoughts that you're having, okay? You're going to learn how to cope with your depression in recovery, okay? And that's what you got to do. See, you've gotten so used to using cocaine to block out your feelings, okay? Getting sober, we're going to help you to learn how to do better and to not block out your feelings and how to cope with what you're feeling. Do you hear what I'm saying? And I'm not, please don't, y'all, I'm loud, I talk loud, I get kind of excited when I talk, so please don't think that I'm trying to yell at Paulo. I'm just trying to get through to him. Like, right now, you're not living, okay? When you're on drugs, you're barely surviving, okay? You're not thriving, all right? When you get sober and you start changing your life, then your life becomes a life. Then you start thriving instead of just barely surviving, okay? And that's where you want to be, all right? You want to be thriving, not surviving, not just making it. You know what I mean? When I was using drugs, dude, I was barely fucking making it. I was like at the bottom, scraping by. I hope that helps. Yeah, so if you started using after being sober for so long, look at that. Look at what happened, okay? Look at what happened and see what happened and what can you change so that way it doesn't happen again. You understand what I'm saying? What did you stop doing in your recovery? When you hit that 6-year mark, what did you do that kind of brought you back? And look at me. My life is not perfect, okay? I struggle with my mental health. Y'all know that. But I'm sober, so I can actually work on it. You know what I'm saying? Like before, I couldn't even work on it because I wasn't sober. I wasn't in my right mind. You know, when you get sober, then you're able to actually help and change. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're going to keep that out because I like the way that I'm going to use that white or that yellow. We're going to do a makeup look. Y'all ready? Hey, Taylor, what's up, baby? What kind of makeup look are we going to do today, y'all? Don't beat yourself up, though, okay? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm finally getting back on my recovery live streams, which I was doing for so long, and we would have so much fun, but I got off of it because I was had haters harassing me, and so I had gotten off track, but not anymore. I'm back on my A game. Okay. Ooh, my nose itches. It's easy to get knocked off track when you have, people coming for you and hating on you. But now I'm back to it, baby. Okay, let's do these eyebrows because we got to do those first so we can shape the eye and get it ready for makeup. Let's bring it. I like the ash one better. What do y'all want to talk about? Anybody have anything they want me to talk about? Any requests? I'm taking requests, so come on with it. I'm taking requests, so come on with it. I'm doing my makeup for y'all. Food addiction or mental health after getting sober. Okay, so that's great. I struggle with food addiction. Y'all know that. Okay, so food addiction is so hard because you have to eat, right? We have to eat to live. Okay? And also it's very difficult because a lot of the times, I'll say, well, at least I'm not shooting dope now. At least I'm not smoking crack now. You know what I'm saying? Instead, that's a great question. So Julia says, I noticed you talk about your past and CPS with your son around how much does he know and how did you tell him? Girl, he knows everything. My son knows everything. He knows that I had a really bad addiction. He knows that I went to prison before he was born. He knows that he was taken away by CPS because of my addiction. And he knows that I fight every single day to do the right thing and stay sober, and that he is the reason why I do that, because he saved my life. You're taught to be honest with doctors and then it backfires. Exactly. So what happened to me is I was honest with my doctor about my food addiction and about how bad I was struggling. And my doctor would not help me. Like, he did everything he could but help me, because he said, because I have a past history of addiction, he didn't feel comfortable giving me the medication that is FDA approved to treat binge eating disorder. And I even told him, like, all I need is a little boost to help me get on track. You can monitor me. I'll come in and I'll get my pills counted and everything. And he wouldn't help me. So now I have to go to like a doctor that's a weight loss doctor to get help. I don't want her friends' moms to know they make my daughter pay for my mistakes. They just told me yesterday how my chart is flagged since I'm on subs, even though I'm not anymore. Yep, bullshit, isn't it, Blunts? And so, Anchor Girl, you said something that just stuck with me. So I tell all my son's friends about my recovery. I'm very open about it. And if they don't want to accept it, or they don't want their kid hanging out with my son, then those aren't the people I want my son hanging out with it anyway. I want my son to hang out with people who are loving and kind and tolerant and not judgmental. I want my son to hang out with people who are like me. And so I'm very honest about it, because if they really want to do some research on me, they can find it out. They can find it out. So I would rather tell them myself, so that way they don't find it out on their own and then think I'm a liar. Do you know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, they're so proud of me, and they say, you know what, Nicole, that is amazing. I have a friend or a loved one who is struggling. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that happens sometimes. And you know what? Those people are not the people that you want them coming over to your house. You know what I'm saying? Those are judgmental people. Yeah, you don't want that girl in your life anyway. Watch, girl. In the long run, you'll be happy, because you probably dodged a bullet. Okay, let's get this eye makeup going on. Y'all ready? Okay, hold on. Let me see. How do I want to do this? So first, I want to use this color to brighten underneath my eyes. Okay. What drug helps for food addiction? Okay, good question. So I was researching it, and Vyvanse is FDA approved to treat binge eating disorder. Okay, and so it's a stimulant. But if you struggle like I do, and you're pushing the scales at almost 240, then it could save your life. Then there's other medications that are not stimulant medications, like Ozempic. Anchor Girl's on Ozempic. Okay. Saxenda, that's a shot that you get. So is Ozempic. Let me think what else. What else, you guys? But I wanted to do Vyvanse because I've tried all the other ones. But it's okay. How's your Ozempic going? Metformin. Ozempic and Metformin. That's what Anchor Girl is on. And she's been doing really good. She's lost like 20 pounds. Same. I've gained a lot of weight since getting sober, and I feel really insecure about it, and my haters like to always point it out about how fat I am. And so it's like something that's constantly pointed out to me all the time, you know? Okay. Woo, woo. Now let's do this face. Y'all ready? These eyes. Okay. So I want to do something really different today. So let me see. I need my, what's this one? Yes. We're going to use my big palette. Okay. Y'all ready? Ready. Let's go. It sucks because, like, you know, I've gained weight in my sobriety too, and I feel so insecure about it. But I try to just not let it bother me. I try to just focus on, you know, hey, Nicole, you're helping people. You know, you're doing a good job. You're helping change people's lives. Like, you're going to get it. I keep telling myself just to give myself time that I'll get it together and it'll come off, you know? Okay, so we're going to do a red look today. Okay, I haven't done a red look before with you guys. So I have all these eyeshadows that are red. So we're going to start out with this peachy color. And then we're going to just go in, okay? A lot of times my binges are a result of me trying to not eat a lot. And then what will happen is because I didn't eat a bunch, like I will feel hungry, and then I'll binge. That's what sucks, because I'll be doing good and then I will fucking fall off, you know, the wagon, because I was not starving myself, but just eating less calories. In our bodies, like my body has gotten used to eating a lot of calories, which sucks. Yeah, I love this color. This color is called, I'll tell y'all, Flower Boy, and it's by ColourPop Cosmetics. Oh yeah, ColourPop Cosmetics, you guys, just so y'all know, if y'all are into makeup, they have like a bunch of makeup on their last call page that's like 80% off, dude. Like 80%. So it's really good deals. But anyway, also, you know, because eating also provides the dopamine that we don't get anymore like we used to from drugs. Okay? And so those dopamine hits from the food going in, that's like our way of getting a high, kind of, you know? But we don't realize that, you know? But our brain does. Our brain realizes it. Okay, so this is really pretty, y'all. Come on in, everybody. If y'all don't mind, share the video, like the video, invite your friends. Share the video, like the video, invite your friends. Let's get some people up in here. They're falling off, so let's get them back in here. And let's talk about some more stuff that y'all want to talk about. So, I know what to do. How about this, you guys? Y'all want to go over to Facebook with me? I haven't gone. Let's go over to Facebook and go live. Carry the live over there. Okay? Does that sound like a good idea? Do y'all want to, or y'all want to stay over here? Excuse me. Okay. Well, I'll stay over here. Then I need y'all to help me share the video. Share the video, like the video, invite your friends. Share the video, like the video, invite your friends. Okay? So, we're doing this, like I said, kind of a red look. So, we're laying down this base of this peachy color. Okay? Coral. It's a coral color. Okay. Does it look good so far? I think so. Okay, I'm staying. Y'all help me share the video, though. Okay, you bums? I'm just playing. Okay. Hey, Britt. What's up, girl? What's up? Brittany, I've seen you. You've been popping off on them lives, girl. You've been doing really good. Hit share, copy link. Hey. Okay, so that's the coral color we got laid down. I think it looks pretty good. Now I'm going to go into... this color right here, which is called Elithia by Divina Cosmetics. And it's red. It's a red color, straight up. Okay. You know what I want to talk about with you guys? I want to talk about Roe versus Wade. Okay? I want to talk about my abortion. Okay? So... 56 days? Hell yeah! Linda, good job! So let's talk about this. I want to tell y'all a story, okay? So everybody come on in and listen to the story. So I was in a relationship with this guy named LD, and we had been together for some time. Probably 3 or 4 years when this had happened. And he was very abusive, very violent, okay? And he would hit me, kick me, punch me in the face, put burritos in my face. Just mean ass shit, right? So I knew, not to make him mad. Well, I started to cheat on him with this guy named Jason. And Jason lived right beside my mom's job. Like literally, his house was right across the street. So I would go over there and hang out with him. And he would give me methadone, 40 milligram methadone wafers. Okay? So, needless to say, I liked hanging out with him, and I didn't want to stop. So, we started to have sex, and we had sex a lot. Well, I was at work one day, and I was really nauseous, puking, and my boss was like, Nicole, you're pregnant. And I was like, no, I'm not. She's like, yeah, you are. So, my boss and the little old ladies at the revenue office went and bought me a pregnancy test. And I took it at the revenue office, and I was pregnant. And I was devastated. Here I was, strung out on opiates and benzos and meth, and I'm pregnant with this guy's baby who's not even my boyfriend. Okay? So I called my mom and my sister, and I said, I want to have an abortion. I cannot have this baby. And so my sister had an abortion before, so she was like, you're going to be fine. And she told me everything that happened, kind of to help me not be so afraid. And then I set the appointment, and my mom came and picked me up and took me, and I had it done. I told my boyfriend that I had to go have, like, my pap smear and all that kind of stuff done, right? So he was none the wiser. I came home, and I had pain pills, so he was happy about that and didn't think anything of it. I think back to that time, and I think if I had had that baby, maybe I would have gotten sober. But I might not have gotten sober. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just grateful that I had the choice. I'm grateful that I was able to make the choice to have an abortion. And I think it's so fucked up that our government is trying to is taking our choices away. Okay, so I live in a state in Arkansas where the only way you can get an abortion is if it is medically necessary. What they mean by that is if your baby is killing you, or if something bad's happening and the baby if it's medically necessary. Other than that, you can't have an abortion here in Arkansas. So, do you know how many women that are addicted are going to be having babies dependent to drugs? Do you know how many unfit parents there's going to be? And because they can't possibly take every kid away from every parent that is unfit. And so what's going to happen is children, babies, they're going to fall by the wayside. They're going to end up being harmed. It's not going to be the parents. It's not going to be anybody else but the child. The child. This is Nebula. It's a beautiful gold color. And so that's what's going to happen. Okay? This isn't going to affect the rich people, because rich people can drive to get an abortion anywhere they want. Okay? It's going to affect those of us who are poor, who struggle. Okay? And there's going to be more babies that are born to parents that don't want them. And it pisses me off. Like, I'm pissed about this shit. Okay? What do y'all think? Let me hear y'all's opinions. And listen, y'all, I don't know why people have to make it, like, I don't know why it's anybody's business what us women do with our pregnancy. Like, I don't understand why it's even being talked about, why they're even doing this. Like, why? Why? Because they want to control us. Because they want to control us. The government wants control of all of us. And I'll tell y'all this. I'm not a conspiracy person or anything like that. But I will tell y'all, the end of the world is near. The end of the world is near. Okay? If you believe in something other, if you believe in God or whatever, you better start praying or doing whatever, because it's coming. It is coming, y'all. The end of the world is near. Can you imagine being raped and then you forcibly being made to have the baby because the government says you can't have an abortion? What the fuck is wrong with that? What the fuck is wrong with these fucking dumbass motherfuckers up there in the White House? Oh, I know. It's because they're all men. And they don't have a uterus, so they don't have to worry about it. Dumb fucks. You know? It's going to cause so much pain, y'all. And so much... It's going to be bad. Okay, now we're going to use... The next color is going to be... this color, I'm going to fan... You'll see. You'll see. Yeah, I agree. Brittany. I really do. And it makes me sick, dude. It makes me sick. We're about to go through another Great Depression. Yep. Yeah, my husband went to go get me tampons the other day, and they were all sold. They were all gone because they don't have any. Because I guess I don't know, the supply of those is down too. So... Can you believe that? Oh, wow. What was that, you guys? I got nudged, I think. Boop. Boop. Okay. Let me do this again. Hold on. Okay. So, beep, beep, boop, beep. Hold on, guys. I'm putting on this reddish, goldish glitter, and I'm going to run it into the gold glitter. Oh, yeah. You see it? And y'all, ask Brittany. Brittany will tell y'all, I taught Brittany how to do her eyebrows, and now every time I see Brittany on live, I'm like, yes, girl, get it. Because them eyebrows are slaying. Oh, yeah, that looks really good. Yeah, everything costs more. Everything. It is so crazy how high everything has gotten. Like, I can't even believe it, dude. Like, I cannot even believe it. That's what I told my husband. I was like, it's like we're paying so much more money. And y'all, I'm scared about how are we going to be able to fucking survive, dude. Does that look good, y'all? I think it does. Okay, cool. How are we going to be able to survive? I know, right, Britt? I love you, girl. I'm so happy that I can help you. That made my day when you told me that. I want y'all to see. Hey. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to get a little powder up and clean up these edges. I like letting it be blown out like that on the side because I feel like it looks beautiful. Okay, so we need to do a little bit of eyeliner. I know, if they would increase our pay, it would be better, but it's going to be bad. You know what? I'm so glad we didn't get a house or try to buy a house because think about it. We'd be screwed right now. We'd be screwed. What? What, Brittany? God dang it. I hate when I do that. Oop, there we go. I need to get some different eyeliner because this one's kind of getting shitty. Oh, did y'all know there's this new thing that you can do here on TikTok? It's called nudging. Did y'all see that on the lives? Yeah, it's crazy. I wonder how other countries are doing right now, you know?
New visitor.
I need to ask Tiffany because she lives in Canada. You know? Does that look okay? Yeah, looks okay. Okay, cool. I know, we are. It's scary. It's fucking scary, dude. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's scary. But we're going to keep doing us, and we're going to keep staying sober. You know? That's the main thing we got to do is keep staying sober and stay on our A game. I'm so glad y'all hung out with me today. Like, I really had a good time today, and I hope you guys I hope you guys are noticing how hard I'm trying to keep up and do my lives, my recovery lives like I used to. Like, I'm really trying hard to get back on track. It's still going on. The hate, the videos, everything is still going on. But I'm just trying to ignore it and keep it moving. You know?
New visitor.
So, I'm going to get my mascara on, and then I'm going to make a couple of videos, okay? And then I'll be back on. So, y'all just hang tight. Give me about an hour or so, and then I'll come back on. Let me get my mascara on. Love y'all.